So, I own a small pizza shop in a quiet neighborhood. Nothing fancy, just a local spot where regulars come every week for their favorite slice or pie. I've been running the place for almost 10 years, and honestly, things have been pretty smooth. But there was one moment, one employee, that completely turned my world upside down. See, his name was Tyler. When he started, he seemed like a normal guy, quiet, kept to himself mostly, showed up on time, didn't cause any problems. But after a few weeks, I started noticing cash missing, tips from the jar, a bit from the register. It was small at first, but enough to catch my attention. I decided to confront him privately. I remember that day so clearly, too. I told him I knew what was going on and that he needed to stop, or I'd have to let him go and get the police involved. Tyler didn't even flinch. He just looked at me dead in the eye and said, "You'll regret this." Then he left without another word. I brushed it off, kind of, at first, thought maybe he was just angry and bluffing. But after I fired him, things started getting weird. One morning, I came to the shop and found the word thief spray painted in big black letters on the side of my shop wall. The paint was fresh. I hadn't seen anyone around, and the security cameras, well, they were all suddenly not working. But later that day, I found out their hard drives had been wiped out overnight. Then the bad reviews started flooding in online. People I'd never met, calling me all sorts of names: scammer, cheat, terrible boss. It felt like a smear campaign. But who would do that? I was well liked in this town. I got along with everybody. But it didn't stop there either. My car was broken into one night. The only thing missing was my garage door opener. And that kind of freaked me out. I locked up tighter at home that night. A few nights later, I woke up to find my back gate wide open. I was starting to feel watched. Lights would flicker in the house. I would hear strange noises outside when I was trying to sleep. One night, around 3 a.m., someone knocked on my front door. I looked through the peephole, but there's no one there, just my empty porch. That's when I decided to upgrade my security system with cameras everywhere. I thought I could finally get some answers. But the very next day, the cameras were all disabled. The wires had all been cut. Whoever it was knew exactly what they were doing. Then, one night, the worst happened. I was asleep in my bed when I heard the door creak open slowly. My bedroom door, that is. I froze. I couldn't move. I couldn't scream. There was a dark figure standing in the doorway. Hoodie up, gloves on, holding something heavy in their hand. They didn't say a word. Instead, they just walked slowly over to the ceiling fan, flicked it on full blast, and then they just turned around and left the same way they came in. The alarm didn't even go off that night. The cameras, they didn't record anything. It was like they knew every single system that I had, inside and out. They had cut all the wires again. That night I called the police, but with no evidence, there was nothing they said they could do. There was no fingerprints, no leads, no sign of Tyler at all, anywhere. It's like he was never even there and it was all just a bad nightmare. But I knew the truth. And for Tyler, he just seemed to have vanished. His phone was disconnected, his apartment was empty, like he never ever existed. A few weeks after that, I moved to a different house, changed all my locks. I even bought a dog. But sometimes, late at night, I'll still wake up. And when I do, I search the hallways in the house, half expecting to see that same shadowy figure again. I never saw Tyler again. It's been a few years now, but I still wonder, will he be back? Have you ever owned a business or even had to fire somebody? Just be careful. Sometimes the worst threats don't come from strangers. They come from the people you once trusted. Thanks for watching, and if you have a story to share and would like for it to be on one of our videos, email us at mindcodine@gmail.com. Be sure to like and subscribe too. It really helps our channel grow, and we sincerely appreciate it. Plus, it's completely free.